Welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 157 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We have a bag of 1977 mixed mint Cellos, all Lincoln Memorial cents. We're going to be going through these. Primarily it looks like looking to see if we have any nice graded coins, because I checked different varieties for the year. There is one variety. There is one RPM for 1977D. So we've got some 1977Ds here cut from mint sets. Welcome everybody. Here, let me turn this on top chat. Or not top, yeah. Live chat. There we go. Welcome Logan's Coins if you're still here, and welcome Oops Sorry X. I will dump these out. Who knows, maybe we will discover something never seen before. Just don't know. So we'll take a look. But welcome everybody. And let me get the microscope going here. It looks like I have things set up pretty well here. The light is pretty good. And so I believe there is PT and S. I just took a couple photos or a couple coins out to check out the, to make a photo for the stream. And so it looks like we have, oops, I've got a straggler from the last stream in the box. I've got two. Try not to mix them up. This one has some interesting, almost like a wood grain pattern. Maybe it was from the mint cello, but I don't believe it's on the mint cello. See if we can get this one flat here. But hope everybody is having a nice Wednesday night. It is rainy here in California. It's kind of winter storms, if you can call that. Saw a little bit of hail. And just kind of a mellow day. A little bit cabin fevered out here today. I've just been traveling through time, trying to learn more about coins, and pretty much gone back to like 1630, just reading as much about different world coins as I can, trying to learn more. Let me turn that racket off. I am now live, my phone tells me. Thanks, phone. I wouldn't have known. And I finished the authoritative reference on Lincoln cents this week, and by what was that, Wexler's book. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that. And I just started Breen's book. I believe it's the Complete Encyclopedia of U.S. and Colonial Coins. And I looked at it and I was like, this is going to be kind of boring. I guess I will just look at a bunch of coins. But I have to say, picking it up and starting to read it, it has been really interesting. It's just all these stories kind of placing you into history of when and where the coins were made and why they were made, and just what events led up to it, and basically how the different coin was accepted in the market or rejected in the market. Just kind of the origins of all these coins. You know, we see all these coins, but we don't necessarily know why they were made, what the significance of them are. And so it's been fun to learn. I'm in the beginning of it, so I've mainly been reading about colonial coins. And colonial coins are really interesting. I mean, they're part of U.S. history here. And so I've been enjoying that. It was like, actually the first book that I was, it was rainy today, and I'd finished all my projects I was working on. I was like, I kind of feel like just going and reading. But instead of doing that, I'm saving it for night reading. Instead of that, I pretty much just was looking up different coins on the internet and trying to learn as much, and just kind of see how different world coins are priced, and just trying to learn more about the world coin market. About 6 months ago here, I was just a Lincoln enthusiast, just a small and large cent enthusiast. And then I kind of branched off into nickels, dimes, and quarters, and everything US. And then all of a sudden I'm like, well, what else is out there? There's a whole world of coins. And so I've just been trying to learn more about the coins of the world, and it's kind of fun. There are some really cool coins out there. So maybe we've seen a 1977S. For a second there I'm like, is there actually even a 1977S? I think there is. There's definitely a proof. For some reason I feel like I'm not remembering. I should know all the dates. I'm on eBay seeing if I can hold on one second. I will be right back, folks. For some reason I'm not able to remember if there's a 1977S. Okay, yeah, I don't think there is, or at least there's none on eBay. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah, I believe we're just going to be looking at Philadelphia and Denver here. So what, there's not an 82S. What year did they where's my brain? I'm learning about all these other coins. Apparently my brain can only hold so much knowledge. Hey Super Silverman, I didn't see you down there underneath. Welcome to the stream. Okay, it is confirmed. Super Silverman's word is good. Just proof coins for 1977S's. Yeah, I think today was the first day I did not get any coins in the mail to list. The post office had a day off, I got a day off. It's been an amazing day. Only up to 1974. Yeah, and I guess it's not until... And actually, maybe some of the other coins have S's. Like I know some of the state or national park quarters that I'm getting now, they have S's on them. This one's kind of hanging out of the bottom here. So I'm not sure. I feel like these are all kind of bordering on red-brown here. I feel like none of these have really just beamed. Oh, this one's kind of beaming, but it's not a red, it's toned. This one's got some pink toning on it. Yeah, I've had just like a weird kind of off day today, kind of absent-minded. I was like, should I really stream tonight? See what the reverse, it looks like the reverse has some toning on it as well. In 2012 they started, it sounds like. Well, if we're going to get red-brown coins, at least we're getting ones with some toning on it. And so without the prospect here of having a real good chance of finding anything, I figured these 1977s would probably end up being more of something to do while having conversation with you guys. But we will see. So, I don't know if you guys can hear the weather here, but the rain is pretty much pounding down on the house here. Not quite as bad as the hail the other time when we were streaming. How's your day been, Super Silverman? What have you been up to? Any awesome finds lately? I feel like my day pretty much consisted of just travel, like I went back looking at coins to like 1630, and that one had a pretty nice obverse. And I think I went into the future watching Doctor Who, so it's just been kind of a time travel through time and space all day. Can't really get a good shot on this reverse. It looks pretty decent, maybe a nick under the E. So like a little tone spot underneath the bust there. I feel like this one, I feel like this could be an MS65, but it's like I almost want to say, almost want to put it as an MS66. See if we get it. Oh, I was going to say, see if we get any more toned. This one's got some toning on it as well. Couple little tiny spots. Oh, hello. And we've got some perps. Some purple and blue. And the obverse on this one was much lighter. This could turn into a pretty coin. I mean, it looks like it's got some nicks and some little darker spots on it. But I think I have, maybe it's a 78. I have a really nice tone 78, I think. It's just like solid purple. Nice. Did you send in mostly varieties, or what kind of coins are you hoping to get back from your submission? I almost felt like doing a submission here soon. I had my best day on eBay yesterday. I had, I think, like a $1,244 of sales yesterday, like the most sales I've had in a day. And it was pretty awesome. And then today I've had $50 of sales. eBay, it gives and it takes. But I think I've only bought 2 coins today, so maybe eBay thinks I've been fair. I usually buy a lot more coins. I'm gonna move this Cello looks really long, like maybe it's just cut funny. Okay, yeah, this one's got some spots on it, the little areas we're kind of covering it up. I think this one's got some unhappy toning on it. Yes, it's the brown tone. Some of these mint Cellos from this box, I do not know what I'm going to do with. Like one roll, there was just like tone coin after tone coin, and then the next roll, they were just all kind of done. And I think we found maybe an RPM in one of the bags, but so far, most of the coins in here seem like, and we've had some nice looking coins, but no varieties so far. But we've got like another maybe 100 bags to go. I'm not even sure. We have a lot more to go. I'll cross my fingers for you, Super Silverman. I hope you get back some things even higher grade than you're hoping. But it's like from the sales yesterday, it's like I almost had enough to send in a bulk submission. That's the problem for me. It's like if I'm going to do a submission, I want to do a bulk submission. That one's done on the reverse. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome to get an MS67 cam. Oh, you found the one with the 5 on the cheek? That's cool. That would be awesome. Like, what would the 67 cam SMS go for? Is that like $1,000 or something? That'd put a smile on your face for a while. I'd hope for MS68, and then if you get a 67, you can be happy. But the coin is what it is anyway. Nice, that would be really, really awesome. Does it have any toning to it, or is it just straight red? There's never been a 67 cameo before. Nice. What if they come back 67 deep cameo? Is it still worth a chunk, or is it just drop off? That'd be really nice. Yeah, I don't think I've sent a coin in to get graded and had it come back worth over 100. But I was also dealing mainly with coins from like bulk bags and stuff. So unless I found a key date, I wasn't looking at a ton of money. Oh, the 5 on the cheek one. I think I have like a 64 cameo. I think it's a 65. I think it's like a couple $100. But I think Coin Table, I think he had gotten some 65s or 66s. And I think and then I saw a couple of them on eBay, and I want to say those were like between like 500-600. But I just imagine that by the time those are that much, once you go up to a 67, it probably just like quadruples. That's pretty nice. Did you just buy the special mint sets online, or did you cherry pick them in a store? Like some point, like I will start buying more mint sets, but I just get the feeling that most of the ones on eBay, they've just, been picked clean, but you never know. I guess when there's good photos, you can always take a look. I was hearing of, or I think it was on a Daniel's channel, Coin Help for You. He was doing a video of how people were taking special mint sets and basically opening them and putting proof coins in them and then selling them off as SMS coins, and they were like all like really, really nice, proof coins. I didn't realize that the like kind of capital like holders from the mint, I didn't realize that those ones were super easy to open. I thought you had to like crack them. Nice. Yeah, eBay's been kind of interesting lately. I know on the 25th, they were saying that all people who were in managed payments were going to be able to sell in coins. And so I imagined like all of a sudden the market was going to get flooded with all these people with coins that couldn't sell on eBay. But instead of it getting flooded, it seems like the numbers are just diving Like every day it's going down like 500 available coins, so. Like eBay's just been weird. Like in the last couple days, like the watch thing disappeared, all the sellers' information disappeared. So it's like you can't. It takes like 10 times as much time to basically be able to look at listings on eBay. Yeah, there's like one place that does, well, maybe used to, I haven't been there in forever, but there was one place that did auctions, and they would occasionally have coin lots there, and like a modern proof set would go for like $34, just everybody would bid against each other, and it was just stuff I would see on eBay going for like $5 would go for like $40, and I was like, okay, this is not worth ever trying to go and win anything at. Kind of thought I should sell here. Ace turn. Yeah, I mean, I feel like they're either trying to make things look like Amazon. It's like I feel like they're pushing white backgrounds on everything now. But at the same time, I feel like they're trying to make everything compatible on Google, or I felt like they were trying to make everything look like Google. Like when you go to Google, it's a nice clean white background. Like eBay all of a sudden has the Google feeling to it. It's kind of bizarre to me. But I was checking out like my listings on Google, just like entering in, and like I'm coming up just like filling up the whole page when you like type in a specific date or year, especially ones that I have a lot of. It's like I'll show up in the ads at the top, and then the images, the shopping, even just, you know, when you search for all, it's just Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. But that's the funny thing, I changed my eBay name to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange because it was Answer to Life. But then I was like, this is just confusing. If someone's trying to find me on eBay, I should have the same name as my YouTube channel. And my eBay store was already called Time Traveler's Coin Exchange, but I just figured everything should be the same. But I noticed that on Google, my store shows up as, or all the listings are Answer to Life still. Same thing on the PCGS site where you can look at all the coins to upgrade your site. It still says Answer to Life there. That's no good. And so when you were cherry picking, would you just look at the photos and zoom in on the screen, or would you download the photos and then zoom in on them? Because a couple times I've had to do that because the photo was just too small to like read the cert number or something, and I was like, oh, it can get much bigger, just eBay is making the photos smaller. It's like they want you to pay for like the jumbo size image. They're like, yes, we've made your photo smaller, but you can pay to make it the regular size. Well, in some ways that's good, in some ways it's bad if they've made it impossible. Like, I've been having increasingly more people, you know, buy a coin, you know, a slabbed coin on eBay, and then they get it and they want to return it, and it's like basically like, you know, oh, it wasn't the variety I was hoping for. You know, they bought a 1995 P Lincoln Memorial cent, and they're like, oh, I thought it was a double die, and so I want to return it. And it's like, it's been graded by PCGS. If it was a double die, I probably wouldn't be putting it up. I probably would mention it or something, anything. I had one person buy a coin this week, and, you know, I mean, at least they were honest. They were like, you know, reason for returning an item, found a better price. and like they were like, yeah, I found the same coin for $20, and I'd sold it to them for 40, and so now I'm paying the $3.50 shipping it and $3.50 shipping back, and the PayPal fees that don't get refunded. And so it's like I'm like eating like $8 or something, which is doing business on eBay or online. I do 60-day return policy on any coins. But it's like when I buy a coin, I'm not like off shopping for that same coin again. But I guess every collector is different. A little hair there. This one's not too bad of a coin. I feel like the reverse could be a little brighter. Maybe there is a scratch right there. Let's move it in this hello. Yeah. No, I think there is a scratch. That's too bad. We'll keep on searching here. Little scratch below the N, a couple little speckles, marks in the right field. And scratch up at the top there. I feel like my $50 variety set, like I didn't even intend on building a $50 variety set when I started buying them. But when you see like a $250 $50 going for like $80, and it's like a double die or something, it's like, yeah, I'll try that. I'll pick that up. And so it's like I keep on buying different varieties. I feel like I maybe have like 8 or 10 different $50 varieties now. I've got like a Bugs Bunny, I've got a goiter, I have whatever the 40, I have the 401, which is like the Bugs Bunny, I feel like. It's like maybe instead of like whiskers, it's more of a fang. I don't know, the 401 and the 402s look really similar to me, just the way the die clashes are. What's your thought on the differences between the 401s and 402s? Like, are they the same? Just there's something else different about the coin as well? Because they look really similar to me. And these things, like the way that the corners are cut, these always look like somebody's marked the coin, like, you know, they cut the corner off to say, like, I've looked at this coin for 5 minutes. There is, you know, it's not a high enough grade to get graded. There's not a variety on it. This one is good to sell. I just never know why. It seems like it takes an extra snip to do that. It wouldn't just happen. Some of them have square cuts, some of them have like just a flat cut. Okay, so it's the just which is the most popular variety. But if one is found before the other one, then the more popular one might end up as a 402. But when they started the number system, the 401 or the lowest number would get written in as, you know, the most popular one. That makes sense. This one got a good bang. just they look so similar. Like when I was looking at, I think I got one right here. That's a DDR. That's a die clash 402. But like, interrupt these pennies here for a second. And so it's like when I look at this, so this is this is 1951 Avers die clash FS 402. And so it's like when I look at this one, it just, it really reminds me of a Bugs Bunny. And I didn't know when I was first looking, like I didn't know what the 402, when I first looked at it, I saw this little part of the jacket and I was like, oh, is that what it is? I thought that maybe that was part of it. It kind of has a disappearing neckline. Not quite, maybe it's just not quite focused. But maybe this one has like an extra, like if you look out past the lip, it's like almost got like 2 or 3 different little lines on it. Maybe it has, maybe the Bugs Bunny has the one and this one has a couple extra ones there. It is a Bugs Bunny because I thought that I had the 401 for this year. And I thought there was a Bugs Bunny. Maybe it's another one that I have a 401 and 402. And so with that, so that's a newer slab of Gold Shield. So are some of the Bugs Bunnies just not called Bugs Bunny? Did some of them just get a FS number, and before Bugs Bunny was a term? Like, I feel like the Bugs Bunny was like one of the reasons that I started buying the different varieties. I kept hearing about the Bugs Bunny and I was like, I don't even know what it is. Everyone's talking Bugs Bunny this, Bugs Bunny that. And so I tried to look into it, and then I saw one up for a price that looked agreeable. And so I bought one, and now I probably have like 5 or 6 of them. I feel like I'm starting to get a nice Bugs Bunny collection. I'd have to look, because I feel like about half the double dies and clashes that I buy, I feel like they just sell. A bunch of them have been selling before they even get their first time up on like a sale or something. So all the clashes on the nose and lips. Okay. I noticed my goiter, when I bought the goiter one where there's like the thing on the neck, that one was like a $850 top pop. It was like top pop like 1 of 9, I think. And then since then I saw one up for auction and I ran the cert number, and there was a 10th one found, and the price dropped to like $500 or something. But I think I'm still good on what I paid for it. But I just left it up there for the 800. I feel like eventually 9 other people will have the top pop coin, and the 10th person will come along and want one, and if they want one, they can pay what it was worth. I know that's not the way the market works, but I'm stubborn. I think I saw a bunch more Superbirds listed up for sale on eBay. I know you were asking about the Superbirds a little while ago. The one that I got, it still hasn't sold, but I didn't buy it and price it the way that I did, thinking that it was going to sell right away. I don't think I'm going to find a nicer Superbird. either grade wise or with like rainbow toning on the front and back of it. Did you see the 1964 Proof 67 Deep cameo that I got? It's got like kind of like purple, like dark velvet purple or something like around the rims. The entire coin is kind of dark, but like the purple on it is really cool. It's like a brown purple. I don't know. It's a cool coin. I've never seen one with toning like it. But I'd never seen a deep cameo Kennedy before. I'd seen plenty of cameos. I'd seen probably some Proof 69s. But I think it was the first deep cameo even from the 60s that I've ever gotten for a $50. I got another 1937 Proof Lincoln Wheat Cent this week, and I got a 1953 Lincoln Wheat Cent, a Proof 68. So I've got pretty much a third of the population for the Proof 68s now. I'm going to keep buying them as often as I can. But for some reason I really, really love the Proof 68 Lincoln Wheat Cents. Like, if I'm going to put all my eggs in one basket, I feel like that's where I keep just kind of dropping too much money. Nice. Well, I think if you get 67, I think that it was a $250 coin, a 67 deep cameo. What's the most expensive coin you've ever gotten graded? Like came back as, you know, like a really good grade. It's like a couple little dots on the edge of the rim. The rim almost looks a little bit chewy on this. I guess there's a little line there. Is I messing something up? Yeah, maybe there's a couple little hairlines on the front. For a second there, that one was looking pretty good there. It's like I should probably, like, you know, rotate the coins more as I'm showing to you guys, but it just it takes a lot more concentration, and if I can see things wrong with it, just kind of bending it back and forth from the light. It's also hard, like, if I kind of hold it so that I can kind of go in a circular motion like this, I generally lose focus on the coin. Oh, it's your first submission. Okay. Well, worst case scenario, don't be disappointed. I think that you'll probably have pretty much exactly what you think you got. I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like my first submissions, I had higher expectations, but at the same time, I figured that I would not get what I was hoping, so I wasn't, like, crushed by it. But definitely, you know, in the future when I'm doing them, I'm definitely going to have the lowest expectations of the coins, and then hopefully we'll be surprised, hopefully. But yeah, like, I don't know, like, I feel like the grades are coming back terrible, and, like, I don't know, CoinTable was basically like, or Chris was basically like, they're not even giving out Cameo right now. If there is, like, you know, 1 pixel that isn't Cameo on it, it's not getting Cameo. And it's like, he seems like he knows what he's doing, and he's like These people that are grading right now, they don't know what they're doing. Beware. So we're almost done looking through these here. I feel like probably a bunch of these seemed like they were kind of red-brown. I feel like there's definitely some 64s in here. Maybe a couple of 65s, and maybe one of them was a 66, but I almost kind of felt like it was pushing it. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. I think if I send stuff in, it's mainly gonna be coins in mint cello, just so that, you know, they can see that the coin has not even been touched by anybody. Then at the same time, I feel like if you don't take it out of the mint cello, like I feel like sometimes the mint cello kind of damages the coin, like sticks to it a little bit. Even though I got a 1950 proof this week that I swear there was a piece of mint cello stuck to the coin, and it was like, I think it was like a proof 64 with like mint cello, like a rectangle of it stuck to the coin, and they graded that. I, you know, couldn't, you know, it's inside a PCGS slab, but it looked like a piece of mint cello just stuck to it. But who knows if that mint cello, like if they knocked it down a point for that, or, you know, if there is a piece, it's better to leave it on there. Because I guess if you tried to take it off, they'd say you cleaned it. It's like sometimes you just can't win. It's like I feel like the coin looks pretty good, but for some reason it just looks a little flat. Looks like there are some scratches at the bottom there. No, I know. I mean, I've definitely heard of people taking them out of the mint cello and sending them in, and then having them. But yeah, like some of the mint cellos I get too, it's like, it almost seems like some of them, they start to kind of break down around the edges. But I feel like I've heard of people submitting them in the mint cellos and having them say there's like PVC damage to them. And I don't know if that's saying that the coins themselves have PVC, or like that the mint cellos can cause PVC damage. Well, there feels like there's more than 60 of these, or 50 of them. I don't know how many are in this roll or bag. Yeah, I feel like there's no guarantee with PCGS at all. It's like somebody could just be having a bad day, or it could be their first day. Hello. Hold on one second. All day long, no business. I'll have to do this. It's like by accidentally I was trying to go somewhere else, and I was trying to go somewhere else, and like my eBay page just like offer. A $90 sale. Hold on one second. 68D. Sorry, I try not to do this. I just want to get some sales today real quick here. 100. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I want to take that offer. $55 sale. Yeah, I'll take that offer. $15 sale. Wow, today's turning into a good day. Like all day, nothing. Like I swear, sometimes eBay just holds on to this. And one more. 94. I'm sorry guys, I feel so rude. Alright, that page is gonna take a second. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was setting up the camera so that we can zoom in here. Hold on, I think I'm on the last one here. That's gotta bring up my list. PCGS was down all weekend, so I couldn't check my list. Tonight I need to remember, now that I'm remembering, I need to download my PCGS. I'll take this offer for another 30. Yeah, they definitely can pick the wrong offers, that's for sure. Sorry y'all, so close to being done. Getting to see me work here. Okay, let's turn on some lights. And I guess we already had the lights on. So there is no known varieties, or Super Silverman Stern, you're welcome to correct me here, but I did not see any varieties other than an RPM for the 77D. So I'm like staring at the S, I'm like, oh, that kind of looks split. But I don't think it is. Oh, that's better. So if you guys know of any varieties, I'm just kind of being hopeful here and figure it gives us something to do while we look through these coins. I didn't add up all the sales there, but I think I just got like a couple $100 of sales, which was awesome. I thought like yesterday I had the best sales that I've ever had, and then today I think that like I was going towards having the worst sales I've had in 2 months. It was quite the contrast. It's just a light. Well, and that's the weird thing is, it's like you never know. I mean, it's like, you know, half the finds, you know, were, you know, they expecting to find something, or were they just hoping? I mean, that was the interesting thing about reading Wexler's book, is just like reading all the stories about the different coins and how they transitioned between different, between, trying to prevent a mule coin happening with the memorial and the wheat design when they were both, when in 1959 when the wheat penny ended. Just trying to make darn certain that there didn't end up being a mule cent. I don't know, I'm guessing that was just machine damage on the Y and the E. It kind of looks like there's a little bit of... It's nice and focused over there. Maybe it's just the way, yeah, it looks lower. Have you found any doubled eyelids on anything in the 70s? Does it pretty much end with the wheat penny? Or are there doubled eyelids in the 60s and 70s? I feel like I never look at the ears, but I feel like from what I understand, I can never even find them with this microscope. And some of the doubled ears just look ridiculous to me. But the price tags attached to them, well, I guess they look ridiculous too, but I guess without certain kinds of double dies, then it's like that's kind of what the variety collector has to work with. There are some in the early 70s. This is good to know. Thank you. I was checking out 1955 double dies because I saw Oops Sorry X here at the beginning, and I feel like they were saying that they were in the market looking for one. But there was one really suspicious one. It came up as PCGS graded. It's like, look at that ear. It's just like a scratch right on the edge of it. But there, it was like, the coin looked like it was cleaned or damaged or something. And then I noticed, oh, it's not in a slab. But then there's like the little label, like a body bag label kind of thing, and it says like, it says genuine cleaned or something like that. It's on eBay for $1,000 right now. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, don't those little body bag slips, don't they say PCGS on the body bag? And I noticed that it looks exactly like PCGS lettering and like the little label thing. But the word PCGS is not on the label. There's no hologram. Here's... Oh, is this the one that's toned on the reverse really nice? Ooh, there's a chew in it. Nope, this is a different one. There's almost no F there. There you go. There you can see it now. But yeah, like that listing, I don't know, maybe some of the... But then at the same time, if you have a body bag, you can take the coin out of the body bag. And then it's like, if they graded it, why wasn't it encapsulated with... Like, why wasn't it encapsulated? But you could take it right out of the body bag and just put another coin in with it. But it almost looked like someone made their own PCGS slip. I guess that's just like a little... You got a better view of that? I know the E, I guess it's not wider. Yeah, that's what Wexler was saying, is that, like, you know, after they changed the way they made the dies, it's, you know, a lot of collectors, which I'm totally guilty of, they just look around the edges of the rim, because traditionally that's where a lot of the significant errors were. Like when I went through all my wheat pennies, like, you know, for the coin vault has opened, like back in the day, like 15, 20 years ago, putting all those coins away, I just went around the edges. I looked at the date, I looked at Liberty, and just scanned around a circle. And it's like, you know, a lot of people, like, you know, while I'm doing this show, I'm missing anything going on in the memorial. Most of the time I'm missing E pluribus unum. I'm missing, you know, the entire center of Lincoln's head. I'm like so guilty. This one's got like a line at the top of the E. Same line on the Y like we saw, I think, on the first coin. I remember that mark coming down the side there on one of the coins. Yeah, a few of these rims look chewy. It's like I can't imagine that it looked like that at the mint. I want to say that some of the mint cellos, they, like, I don't know, like they get pressed up against each other and they just rub on each other the wrong way. It's like I just feel like it would take a lot of weight for one coin to grind another coin. And so it's like I'd want to think that it was like, you know, $50 or something getting stacked on top of it. But it just doesn't seem like that's even enough weight. So this one's, I believe that's just scooping. But I was definitely seeing I just want to see what it looks like. You know, it gives a cool look, but it's like, basically it's like the letters aren't full. It's been scooped off. But a year ago on the, you know, episode 10, I would have been like, we found a double die. Look how strong it is. I'm doing a happy dance for you guys. I feel like I used to do more happy dances for you guys. Every time I'd find some some damaged coin, I'd be all happy. Here, give me 1 second. I checked to see if there's someone wants to cancel. if I can cancel that for them. I like to try to cancel things if somebody needs. I love my coins, and if somebody doesn't want the coin they purchase, if they're not going to be happy, I would much rather I'd be happier keeping it. So I had to cancel the $90 one because they thought it was a proof 68, but I don't really sell. I have proof 68s listed for sale on eBay, but they're not really for sale. They're priced so that they can stay in my collection a long time because I love them. Let me grab some coffee here. I'm all about the breaks tonight, guys. I'm slacking. Sorry about that. Coffee. Almost looks a little thicker, but it almost just looks like it's like squished outwards. Then like almost looks like there's a line on the edges on the west side. I'll zoom in. We can't find anything if we don't look. We got the odds stacked against us tonight too. Found a nice little tone spot. Onto the back. I feel like I didn't get a good look at. Did I leave the RPM open? No. I wanted to see if, like, the copper coins had one RPM. But I'm pretty sure we'd be able to see it if it was an RPM. It's like these, I feel like the mint marks for this, and definitely the 79, I can't remember the 78, but the mint marks are just so tiny. So I can see why nobody finds RPMs on them. It's like if there was one, it would be all just a solid blob together. Be interesting to see what the toned one looks like when we get there. I want to hope it's like this box, this one package that I got was like 38 rolls of mint Cellos. And I'm really hoping that there's like at least a couple scores in here. There was one roll that like half the coins were really nicely toned. But that definitely is not going to pay for the box. So we need to find something. Because quite a few rolls of the coins, like they just looked like kind of reddish brown. And for modern coins, that's not so good. Definitely if they're all spotted, I can't sell spotted you know, 1970s Lincoln Memorials. Buy the coin on eBay very easy, that's for sure. But one thing I thought that was interesting, I mean, eBay's been blowing up the sports card market, but I noticed that they have a new things with new packaging or something for sports cards where you can get $1, I think it's $1.03 for a 3-ounce package. And you can ship baseball cards in them if they're worth less than $20. But you can ship a 3-ounce package with tracking for like $1. If it's 1 ounce, it's like 51 cents. Isn't that less than a postage stamp these days? Like, but anyway, I guess the point of saying it is, if they can do that with sports cards, why can't they do something like that with coins? Like, you know, eBay makes everybody, if you want any proof of your package arriving, you know, you have to have tracking on it, or anybody can just say, never received it, and there's no recourse. But it seems like, hopefully, if they're able to do that for sports cards, we'll be able to start shipping coins with tracking for like $1 or less. It just seems like common sense. It'd be really, really awesome. And I don't know if like eBay is somehow eating the fees for that, or how they negotiated it, but it's like, I feel like you should be able to send something with tracking at the post office for $1 without having to, maybe it's because they're not even tracking stuff anymore. Like nothing seems to scan, stuff just gets lost. I know the post office has been pretty crazy lately, so maybe that's how they're doing it. It's like they're just calling it tracking, but there is no tracking. Not trying to roast the post office. They've gotten almost all my packages there. I've lost a few coming to me, and I know they're doing their best, and I know it's a crazy world, so I'll give them a break. It's no fun when you lose a package. I'm sure they don't like losing people's packages. Dun, dun, dun. Probably just a scratch in front of his eye. I mean, it doesn't look like a double die, but it's like a little, just like a little dark spot, and then the light looked like something. It's not something. We must find something. And the odds are so against us. We found one nice toned coin. That we did. That eye kinda, look at another eye. No, I guess that one looks kinda thick too. I feel like usually my eyes have focused a little bit better after looking at a bunch of them. Go back to this one again. Maybe it does look big. I don't remember looking at the eye and being like, wow, the eye is huge this year. I feel like the L's looked pretty solid. Like I noticed that the L's were really fine, were really well. I don't know when, I feel like I'm used to looking at wheat pennies. I feel like the wheat penny is like maybe like farther up against the edge of the coin, and then I feel like they moved it inwards a little bit, like the lettering's giving things a little bit more space. I'm going to put that one on the side. I just want to look at a couple other L&Is here. Yeah, that looks pretty thick. But yeah, it's nice to have multiple coins of the same date and mint to compare to. Let's take a look at that mint mark. Ooh, this is a funky cello. I feel like we haven't seen a mint mark that looks anything like that. I want to say that's just like it's just been damaged. Find it again. I think it just got nailed. But worth checking anyway. I'm not sure if we check the top. Looks like a little bit of scooping on the bottom of the letterings there. So just some machine damage, unless it's just darkened. Onwards. Looks like we've got a good batch of Philadelphias here. All I see is blue in front of me for a minute. It's interesting that like when I'm doing this alone, I'm so much faster, but it's like I also feel like I'm more careless. I feel like I try to slow down just a little bit so that you all, if you guys are looking as well, you guys can see more than just like that on the screen, because that just doesn't seem like it would be any fun. But I have a lot more fun doing this with you all than doing it by myself, that is for sure. I believe that's just scooping on the B. Let's see what the rest of this looks like. I just want to see what it looks like up close. Just getting to know these coins. I think it's just scooped off the side. I feel like I don't normally see it scooped off the end. I feel like it's normally like the top or the bottom ends up getting like a little bit taken off. If anything is going to be scooped off and damaged. Hold on 1 second. Apologies, I just definitely did not want to cough directly into the microphone. I listened like back last year when I got like a cold. I think wow, it's been a year I feel like since I had a cold. But like I was like coughing. I couldn't even do my 2-minute videos there for a few weeks because I couldn't make it through a 2-minute video without coughing. But like when I listened to myself cough, I was just like, yeah, I can't stream when I have a cold. It's just awful. Give me just 1 second, make sure this person's doing okay. It's like this is when I'm streaming, it's like the only time I'm not providing customer service on eBay. It's like pretty much I'm on eBay like probably like 9 out of 10 hours a day. So I've definitely found when you're able to answer people's questions, they're a lot happier. Now it looks scooped here, and then it's like I look at like the top of the C, and it looks almost like there's a line going through it. I don't know, it's just going to be damage, I know. If I can focus in on it, let's try the A first. It's like what I find interesting is it's not the part where it's like missing. Hey, welcome homesteading Northern Michigan. Welcome. And welcome everybody else. I see a couple more people popped in here. I think that's just the way the light is hitting. I don't think there is a notch on that. I mean, really, we shouldn't be seeing any notches on any of this because nobody's found or proven that they found a double die for this year. But I do find the tip of this, the bottom of this C interesting. Because yes, there's a scrape mark, but then it almost looks like there is like a raised area. But I guess it doesn't look like there's any extra thickness, so let's keep on moving on. A curious one. Next. Yeah, so pretty much any doubling we see here should be some form of damage. But I also like to look at the damage as well sometimes, just the next time I go through the batch of coins, I'm able to like look at it and be able to basically, okay, I've seen that 20 times before, we know we don't need to look at that. But when I can see it up close, it kind of helps me be able to move faster in the future. That is the plan anyway. And at least I don't take like a 5-minute happy dance every time we find machine damaged coins. Slowly coming a long way here. Still got miles to go. So it doesn't seem like we found any killer graded coins. There's one in here that had some really nice purple toning. I don't think we've gone to see it up close. It was a couple of pink toned coins with just some flashy pink on the coins. But the one was like pretty much solid purple on a third of the coin on the reverse. And a nice color too. Looks like some more scooping. We've seen that be. It's also on the 7 in this one. We haven't seen it on here. The 7s don't look any thicker to me. I just haven't seen it yet. Looks like damage to me. Getting to practice zooming in and out faster and faster. Well, that's the thing for this year. Basically, normally I'm looking for different varieties. In the beginning of the show, I generally look at the coins a little bit further away, and we kind of see what the quality is of them. If there's any really nice coins, I might put them aside for if I'm ever going to get them graded. And then after we go through them all and just kind of see the condition, then look for double dies or RPMs, just anything that might be worth keeping them. And but when I looked up, when I did the research for 1977, it does not look like there's one recorded RPM at coppercoins.com, and I didn't see any double dies. So really, I could probably have just grabbed another roll and we could have looked through something else after seeing the condition. But I thought, why not? We can look, see if there's anything. If we do find anything, if we did find that amazing double die that no one else had found, it's not going to happen. It would be fun. But we can't find that amazing double die that no one else has ever found unless we look for it. Hey, Oops, REX, welcome back. These ones, I bought a box, pretty much a flat rate box of 38 rolls of mint Cellos off eBay. It was just an eBay auction. I'd never seen that many mint Cellos all being sold together. They were all Lincoln Memorials, I think from like the 60s to the 90s. And so I've just been pulling one roll. And so these are not hand-picked. These are the first time I've ever seen them before. Pretty much every episode we've just been pulling out one. They're not, there might be 30 coins in one and 100 in the next. The person's been very nice, like to say this is the last, they're just 1978. And they put all the 1978s in a bag. It seems like when they're San Francisco, they put the San Franciscos in another little bag because the one down. All right, that one wasn't anything special. I'm gonna have to find that one later. I've already had you guys wait on me while I worked on eBay. You're an air coin collector, but you love your varieties also? Nice. Yeah, and so these are just all, the mint Cellos here. There are, I believe, a couple rolls that the mint Cellos were taken out and put in. I haven't even seen them yet. I just know that they're in there. And so some episodes I've had to do just a couple, like I think the last episode we did like 69s and 78s because there was only a few of them. This one here looks like it was over 50 because it normally takes about 20 minutes to look at the condition. And I think it was like 40 minutes into the episode before I finished here. But since there aren't a bunch of stuff to look through here, I feel like we're going through here a little bit faster because I'm not having to look as slowly as normal. I mean, it's like I'm looking, but I'm not really checking for this and checking for that. Yeah, no, they were very kind to have organized everything. I mean, that's like 1900 coins, like. It's like I guess I could have spent time, but it's nice that I can just pull out a roll and be like, okay, we're doing this tonight, and I don't always know if it'll be Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, but it's like I can say mixed roll if I don't know if there's going to be one date or one mint mark, and so it definitely helps. A lot of the episodes of the show here, it was just. We'd be looking at everything, especially when we were looking at rolls from the vault that I just put away 15, 20 years ago. I wouldn't know what was going to be in them. I just knew that there was a reason I put away every coin, but at the same time I didn't know as much as I could have known when putting away those coins, so it ended up being a lot of cleaned, a lot of damaged, a lot of stuff that really was never worth saving. And I could have just sold off as bulk, but we also found a lot of RPMs and we found a lot of nice coins. and we found some double dies. So it was, you know, I'm glad I saved them, because otherwise I would have gotten rid of all the good stuff too. This one is a 11-year-old Dino Light. It cost about 120 bucks at the time. It's like a USB. I'm not sure what the model, the model number wore off on it. And so I don't have an exact, I think it's only a 0.5 megapixel, which when you see the, you know, even the ones from China, I think are like 5 megapixels these days. But some, I guess you don't need the megapixels. I'm not sure. I mean, I feel like it looks a little grainy on my computer when I'm filming here, but most of the time afterwards when I look at things, they look pretty decent. When I'm doing things up close here, I'm just using the LED on the camera, on the Dino Light. But when I'm zoomed out, I use an OT light, which is supposed to give, you know, I have the OT light going right now too, but I hold the coins pretty much almost all the way up to the microscope here. It's too slow for me to do if I have the camera. This is just the fastest way, and that's why I like the mint Cellos too, because if the coin bumps against the microscope when I'm putting them close up here, it's not going to damage the coin, and it makes it so that I can, you know, just move it around really fast. It's like if I was spinning the coin would go like this, and it would kind of go upside down, and otherwise I'd be moving the microscope kind of like writing a pen on paper. Yeah, I was seeing that on eBay. You can get a USB microscope for like 15 bucks from China delivered. And you know, I was almost thinking about ordering a couple of them just to try them out, just to see, because if, you know, I mean, they might say 10 megapixels and like it's really just, you know, not even that. You never know. I've been pleasantly surprised with some stuff that I bought from China. Like my projector that I got, it's from China. There's no brand on it, and it can do like it does too many things. Like I don't even use half the things. It's like 3D and has Wi-Fi, and it's basically a computer. Like it has like a whole, like it's like you can do so many things from it, but I'm just like, yeah, I'm not connecting this thing to my internet. I don't know what it's capable of. But yeah, I've been interested to buy because, I mean, technically, anything, I think this one might be the one that's really nicely toned on the reverse. Anything should be an upgrade from this microscope. But I just haven't tried yet. Yeah, this is the one that has some really nice purple on the reverse. Let's see what it looks like on the back here. But I mean, when we were zoomed out, this thing was just like pretty much like solid blue and purple on this area. And it should be natural toning. I guess there's you know, it shows green here under my microscope, but I don't see any green on the coin. It's weird. Some coins on my microscope, the colors, it's like it swaps it out. I noticed that pink gets replaced with that green color sometimes. It's like I don't see any green. I don't even see the stripe there. It's almost like maybe some colors don't get picked up by the microscope. But it does have a really nice color. I'm going to put that one aside. I like it. The 43s, I feel like I'm trying to remember. When I used to take photos of 1943s with this microscope and post the pictures up for sale on eBay, people would buy the coins and then want to return them saying, I thought it was copper. like it would give it a coppery look to it. I think it has a lot to do, I think it had to do with my lighting source. I feel like since I started using the OT light, it doesn't do that anymore. I feel like with silver colored coins or steel colored coins, you also have to be just careful of the surroundings. I can take a look at the packaging. I mean, it's, you know, someone could stick a syringe inside a mint cello, or they could probably reseal it. But from my experience with 1978 to 1981, pink, purple, and blue toning happens a lot. Like a lot, especially like little spots and stuff, which I would be much more, you know, like I would be much more comfortable with little, you know, just seeing little spots here and there. Here, let me turn, I'll show you what this looks like without. So this is probably about more, this is just with the OT light here. This is probably more about the color of the coin. If I was taking photos on eBay, I feel like I have to let it warm up here. But it does get kind of a glare on it. But I mean, the mint cello here, it looks pretty good. On the edge right here. It's not fully, but it is a little. I mean, yes, it is totally possible that somebody could, you know, you could stick just like a little syringe in there and like put some gas or just like a little drop. And then you get ones like this. This one has like the not so nice. Almost looks like a cud the way it is, but it's not. Yeah, these are all cut from mint sets. And so, you know, it's nothing's, you know, guaranteed. People can still mess around with stuff, I'm sure. If somebody can mess around with a PCGS slab, which can happen, you know, like, if there's a will, there's a way. You know, enough time, enough money, somebody will figure out a way. If it couldn't be done, PCGS wouldn't be upgrading all their stuff all the time. It's one, you know, but, you know, and even if I sent it in to PCGS inside the mint cello, you know, PCGS could still say, you know, questionable color if they wanted to. So I don't know if this is just a weak strike or if it's a grease. I definitely feel like this is a common area for weak strikes. Just almost looks a little bit greasy. But at the same time, I see, if I'm going to see a weak strike, that's definitely where I'm going to see it on the reverse there. It's no problem. I mean, somebody totally could mess with a mint cello. You know, there's even people, like I had one roll, which I could have paid better attention to when I was bidding on it, but half the coins, I think it was 1963 Ds, half of them were done in like homemade cellos. It was like it was supposed to be a mixed roll. It was just two different dates. But all the 1963s in it were homemade mint cellos, or some company that sells them. And so, you know, in the picture, you saw a bunch of mint set ones, and then the ones that were just clear cello, without any color, were just all mixed in with them. And I just didn't notice. I was like, mixed roll. The price looks like it can't go wrong. And, you know, I'm sure someone could even. They could even make it look like a mint cello, not just a cello. I'm sure they could make it look exactly like it if they wanted. might not be much of a point. There's not, you know, what you're gonna turn a penny into 50 cents. You're gonna turn a penny into $1 if, at best. It's a common area for the grease as well. That's good to know, because yeah, I mean, I want to say it's a weak strike. I guess it's just easier to say it's the one. I mean, I don't know what the market is for grease strikes. So I don't know, you know, maybe it's worth looking into more. It's like, I would say it's a mint error because it's not the way it's supposed to be. But I've never looked at sales for like struck through grease before. Maybe I should. But I know I put away a lot of wheat pennies that had a partial O, because I thought before I even knew what a weak strike was. And now I have probably like 500 Lincoln wheat cents that have like a weak strike on the reverse that, you know, it within itself probably makes the coin worth less money than one that's, you know, just like it grade wise, but has a better strike on it. I actually do have a Discord. I haven't used it in probably years now. I used to do a lot more streaming on Twitch. This one's definitely got some machine damage to it. But when I was doing streaming on Twitch, I'd be on like 6, 8, 10, 20 hours straight. And I would forget, I would like turn my camera off, turn my microphone off, and like take a break, and I'd leave the Discord on, and I'd come back, and I was like, okay, everyone was just like sitting there listening to me like munch on chips. And yeah, I'd always forget to turn Discord off. Has to be dramatic for it. I had one not so long ago that it was like the entire word trust was gone. And so, or I think it was trust. Yeah, it was like in God we, and then nothing. And it was like the coin had trust issues. But yeah, I think I'd seen some 1919s that were that way, with like just like some like issue with it. But I think that one was like in the 50s. Discord might be fun though. One thing also is I don't have, it's gonna sound crazy, I don't actually have sound on my computer. I have headphones or whatnot, and so if I was to have everybody here talking, I wouldn't be able to hear you guys talking unless I put the headphones on. And I don't know, I prefer doing the streams without. I guess I could always get speakers, but then also you have the trouble. I guess I've never tried it because I've never had sound, but I don't know if it would make like a feedback loop or something like that, something fun. I feel like there's technology now to like block that from happening. Miracles we have. Or there was no rust, or I mean there was, it wasn't just missing the T, it was like the entire word. Or maybe that's like the, what is that, the quarter in God We Rust? Nice. Well, that's definitely a nice penny then. I'll take it. The other problem with Discord is that there's another one that's kind of weak. Maybe it's partially the the mint cell the way it goes. Other thing I had with Discord was I had a lot of people kind of jumping in, saying a bunch of crazy stuff, and then jumping out. And it would definitely, I don't know, even here just in chat, I've had the occasional people come in and say some like outrageous stuff, and then it's like you have to, I don't know, I've had to end streams. When I was streaming on Twitch, I had to just end them because it was just bad. It was like not something I wanted to be a part of. But not that I think that that's going to happen here. But I felt like in the past sometimes it brought out some opportunity for people to be crazy. 970 Lincoln and 18 Indian and a few with no mono. Nice. Excuse me. There I go. I coughed into the mic. Sorry, guys. More coffee, please. No mods. I don't know. I've seen crazy stuff with mods too. I've seen ones where the mods basically just banned everybody. Like they went in and they were helping. I don't know if they got in a disagreement with the person with the stream, but they were literally like banning all the viewers. And like basically the stream was like doing well, and then like the mod was just like banning all the people, and the streamer had no idea what was going on. But then I've seen other channels where like everybody has to be a mod. Like if you have auctions going on, it's like everybody who is a registered bidder, or it's like basically everybody has to be a mod. So that they know who you are, because especially with people cloning accounts, I've seen like people coming in as a clone and just bidding up all the auctions, and then people being like, that's not me bidding. And it's just like crazy. Like they can make it look exactly like it. They'll steal your photo. I've just seen like whole auctions just like stop in their track from like people trolling. Nice. What are you streaming tonight? Yeah, I do have a Facebook. I've got a Facebook, Instagram, and probably Instagram, and I feel like Facebook and Instagram are probably the easiest places. I feel like I never see the message. Instagram's definitely the easiest place to get me for the social media. You're welcome to ask any question through any of the videos. But Instagram is the place that I actually see all my messages come through. Facebook, I feel like I don't always get them in real time. But I have pretty much Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Reddit, Blogger, Mixer, Tumblr. Pretty much I just signed up for them all when I decided to go try social media and check it out. And I know eBay's been a pain. Like it's like every single time I try to send someone a message lately on eBay, it's like, we can't send your email, please don't try to do them. Like it's like they think that everyone's trying to complete a sale outside of eBay, so it's like you can't even have a conversation with someone. It's outrageous. But I guess I understand, otherwise people would just meet on eBay and then go somewhere else. Nice. Yeah, I don't think I know of a 54 proof Lincoln. I know there's a 51 and a 53. I'm not positive about 54. A 54 doesn't, I don't think I've ever seen one up for auction. There's a 56. There's two 56s. I think we found both of them on the stream here when we did some 56 proof mint cellos. That was fun. It was like the two really, 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 really good ones. Well, and that's the weird thing too, though. When you do find a new coin, and then it's like you can't get it graded. I guess you could get it graded, and then at least you know what the grade is of it, and then maybe you could send. I mean, like, do you send things to like Wexler, or like how does that work when you find something new? And Vila silver giveaway right now, 2 ounce. Awesome. 2 ounce, 1 COVID-19, and 1 murder hornet. Ouch. That sounds like quite the giveaway. Or is there like I've seen like the COVID 1 ounces. Is there a murder hornet one too? If there's not, somebody just making a silver dollar for like or a silver round for every single horrible thing going on, they should. Nice, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, if you guys have giveaways or you guys have channels, feel free to tell each other or whatnot. Like, I highly encourage everybody getting to know each other. Yes, please. Yeah, so the Morgan you were telling me about, they said it was cleaned? But was there a variety on it? Awesome. How far are you away from 1K? Or did you just get to 1K? If you did, congrats. And if not, I'll have to stop by there and give you some support. Oh, is the O over S that you were talking about? Stern exclusive. Nice. Nice. But they said that it was cleaned. I'm trying to remember, in the back of, does he do other things, or does he just do pennies? I feel like I was reading in the back of his book, like the authoritative reference. I feel like it was different, book lists. I guess it's Flynn too. It's Wexler and Flynn. So maybe I'd have to check. But I don't see. It's like I haven't really felt like I found any new ones. But it seems like sending it to somebody who categorizes all these, because if you find a new variety, then they would be able to give you like a letter or something authenticating it. So you're doing entry videos for it? Comment I want to win. I'll have to write that down here, because I have to take care of a couple things on eBay. But sorry guys, I normally try to warn you guys. We got 2 coins left. So anybody who hasn't checked out Homesteading Northern Michigan here. Stern, did you say that you were streaming right after this? Because I've never really gotten to like do raid or anything like that, but if you were streaming, I could try to drop a link or something like that for you. Maybe you're already streaming. Well, that's good to know. You think Eli Wexler does pennies? Well, at least you know, I mean, yeah, I guess it would have helped to know what the grade of it was. Did they say, did you say they said genuine, or they say, I think it already scrolled up on me. It just came back uncirculated detail. That's a bummer. But that's the thing too, it's like, I mean, from talking with different people who send things in to get graded, sometimes they like will send it into one, to another, to another, to another, and then all of a sudden it gets whatever grade they wanted. It's ridiculous. Hey Aunt Orta, welcome to the Proof Mafia. I guess we're the business strike mafia tonight. But that was our last coin here. But don't you worry, we will have a ton more coins here in the future. A lot more here. But I'm going to be calling it a night here in just a second. Yeah, send me a photo on Instagram. Instagram, that's what it should be called. Instagram. But nice to see you, Aunt Orta. I'm sorry I'm going to be ending it soon here. But let me say thank you to everyone who was here tonight. Thank you, Homesteading Northern Michigan, for being here tonight. Thank you, Stern, for being here tonight. Thank you, Logan's Coins, for being here tonight. Thank you, Super Silverman, for being here tonight. Thank you, Aunt Orta, for being here tonight. And hold on. I feel like there were some more people here earlier. Did I forget you? Oops, sorry, X. Thank you, Oops, sorry, X, for being here tonight. And Blue Sandy, I know you normally watch on TV. If you were here tonight, thank you for being here tonight. And anybody else watching, stalking, however you guys like to watch, thank you guys. I really appreciate the support. I enjoyed talking with you too, Homesteading Northern Michigan, and Stern, and Super Silverman. Yeah, every Wednesday and Saturday at 9 p.m. I feel like I've been consistent here for at least a half a year. I was doing it every night. I feel like we did like 6 months every night without a night off, and all my business has just been growing and growing and growing on eBay. I had my biggest day ever yesterday, and so I needed to stay focused on business here. But in the future here, I think I'll be back to more than 2. But my guaranteed streams are Wednesdays and Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube. And I appreciate you guys all. Thank you, Blue Sandy. I wish you a good night too, and wish you all good nights. Thank you all for watching. Have a great week, and see you all in the future.